Alright guys, back again with another question. Mm-hmm. So this DM that we got, let me read it out for you quickly. So it says, hi, I was just scrolling through your page and I'm really impressed with the videos you guys are posting. Thank you. I wanted to ask if you could have a conversation about married men who are awkward with other women and are also very shy. Please make this request completely anonymous, but I want to see your lot's take on this. Thank you. So, married men who are awkward.
Bro, I'm a little bit confused with that question. You know that?
Not really. What do you mean? Why are you confused?
So, as in a married man, like, as in,
so I'm guessing she's probably married.
Work at her perspective, like, as in, is she like a colleague, for example, and there's a married man, how he's interacting with her?
I'm guessing she's probably interacted with a married man at work, and he's just been completely awkward, completely shy and awkward.
I'm not sure what to say to that, really. Like, as in, Hobbs?
I think
I'll let you kick it off so I can...
Do you know, it depends on the relationship between the person who messaged and the married man.
Yeah.
If it was a case of it's a work colleague, you know, it's like you have to respond with energy. So if their energy is they're not really speaking as much, you kind of have to respect it and not like push boundaries or force a conversation. In a workplace, I'm saying. Maybe for example, for the man, he's probably thinking, you know, I'm married. You know, he's probably very strict in the sense of I don't want to speak to any females.
Well, maybe he's gone over the top though. Maybe he just completely closed people off completely. You know what I mean? As in, he's not even like saying hi or bye. He's not conversating whatsoever. And maybe there's like a situation where they have to do some sort of work. Yeah, and he's just being bare weird with it.
Yeah, but bro, is it like as in, if you actually work it out, when you're not being awkward and you're being too vocal, that can be
come across too forward.
Right? Yeah. So as in,
but there's a balance.
To some extent, bro, you never know. This awkward man or these group of men, they probably, they could be like religious reasons. They could be more sort of, you know, them not trying to respect their married partners and all that sort of stuff. So I think it's really, really tricky. But yeah, I can imagine, like, as in, if you're a little bit Western, and then I'm just saying, like, as in, if you're Western, and then you've got a certain expectation of how you want the other person to speak to you, and they're not sort of interacting on your sort of tone. Yeah. Then that can be considered somewhat awkward.
Imagine she's just gone, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And he's gone, no, stuff.
But why are we laughing, bro?
No, I'm not taking a piss, but I'm just saying, imagine he's done that. And like, she's probably thinking, oh, well, go on, like, you know what I mean? It's just a handshake. I feel for them. I feel for the men, innit?
Bro, have you ever tried to hug someone and then they've like...
Not at all, bro.
Do you know what? So I'd see...
Oh, have you?
No, bro, no, of course not, bro, of course not.
Do you know what I think? I think for a man who feels like, okay, for certain reasons they can't do that, I think you should use that as an icebreaker first, so that way no one feels uncomfortable. So when you, for example, you speak to the woman or your team colleagues, your colleagues, whoever it is, and you say to them, guys, just let you know, I'm practicing, so there's certain things which, you know, there's boundaries for me.
But you know,
people, women will respect that more.
No, but
like,
no.
How it is, I know. Okay.
The thing is, there's women out there that will make it awkward for men, innit? In that situation, they're like, oh well, you can't. Doesn't your religion allow you to shake hands or give hugs? You know what I mean? There's gonna be women out there that are gonna just make it very awkward.
And then there's some that are like Muslim as well.
Yeah.
But they're also going to be thinking, oh, you're just backwards, innit? And they're going to be making comments like that as well. So it's
that's on the man then. Because then the man is in the wrong environment.
Bruv, you know what?
If it's a workplace, then...
No, but if it's a workplace, if he's very practicing like that, he wouldn't even work there in the first place.
Yo, lads, you know one thing? Just thinking about this, I can just think of a situation where basically there was one of my colleagues who I used to work with, right? And... basically, him just being normal, it got considered flirty. Do you know what I mean? Like this is him just being completely normal, completely like as in oblivious to like to how he may be coming across. Completely not, bruv. He's such a nice guy as well. Like as in, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I saw his conversation, but girls nowadays, they interpret the wrong message, and then they pass on messages as well. So it's really, really difficult for a man to sort of respect that sort of, for them to maintain a decent sort of image at a workplace. Like for me, I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, you're working in a workplace for 1-2 years or whatever, you're gonna want to be able to sort of, you know, build a reputation, right? But then at the same time, if you're going to be there for any longer than that, then you want your workplace to be relaxed and entertaining, because that's your second home. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, each to themselves, man. Like, as in, there's nothing, technically, I can't say that there's anything wrong with someone being a little bit more reserved. I wouldn't call it awkward, because that's that's down to each person's perception. So
yeah, exactly, because another woman might be like, no, he's completely fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
But to her, it might come across as, yeah, he's been so awkward, he's been so shy.
Yeah, I think
what I mean?
the question is, what is the definition of awkward?
Yeah.
Right, like, as in, to want.
What do you think awkward is? Like, how awkward do you reckon a guy's got to be for a woman to be like,
bro, I can think of a lot of awkward people, bro.
What, in our workplace?
I'm not gonna say no more, bro. I'm not gonna say no more.
Off camera, you can say off camera.
Off camera.
I think it's just it's basically the way you communicate. That's a big thing in what defines being awkward, because it's not about how you walk or anything. It's when you're confronting someone and the way they speak, that's what causes that awkwardness. And I think that's a big factor. And I think, do you know what it is? I feel like in school they should teach these things.
Yeah.
They teach about rubbish, but they don't teach the basic stuff of how to communicate to people, you know, posture, so many different things. And I think some people aren't just educated about that. And some people, we have to realize as well, you know, we're living in the UK, we were born and bred in the UK, but for some people, they're migrants in the sense of they're not used to the rules, or not rules, but the way people from the UK kind of speak to people and stuff like that in a workplace. But it's difficult.
But how do you break out of it if you are a shy person, if you're awkward
You know
with
what
women?
you do? You need someone who isn't awkward to tell you, okay, this is what you should be doing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a friend or
But sometimes all it takes is one person who's
Yeah.
like completely introverted, completely extroverted, to just bring you out of your bubble.
Dude, you know what? I've been
You know what I
told, yeah, even once upon a time I used to be really awkward.
Yeah.
still once upon a time.
Yeah, once upon a time, bro. No.
Whoa, do you consider yourself extrovert or introvert?
I think I'm extrovert.
What are yours? You're definitely
I'm an
extrovert.
extroverted
Actually, you know what?
introvert.
No, what? Say that again.
I'm an extroverted introvert.
No, don't make
So
sense.
yeah, that does. So
You're not introvert.
I'm
Don't try it, bro. Don't try it.
Wait, what's the difference?
Introverted is someone that's shy.
and closed in.
Yeah, extrovert is someone that's outgoing, loud, and
Bro, you guys tell me. What do you think?
I think you're a bit of both. It's with the right people.
Yeah,
you can be
depending on who
extrovert.
you're with, innit?
Yeah.
Like, as in, if I'm with someone new, then I'll probably be an introvert.
I think you're more extrovert than introvert though.
I think so as well.
Yeah. I know I'm introverted.
You
You, the first time I met you, yeah,
Yeah.
but you definitely do not come across like that.
No.
anymore.
No.
But then that goes down to, again, who I'm with. If I'm comfortable with people, I come across very extroverted.
But I think to be fair, you know what? There's two reasons for people being awkward. One could be limited exposure, right? The second one is they're just respecting, or they choose to live like that, and they want to. They don't intend to over converse with anyone.
Let's bring Islam into this, yeah, because I'm guessing, religious people, Islamic people are practicing. Obviously, they want to live a certain way, and they don't want to, mingle or mix with women. Well, that's completely fine, and I respect that 100%. But then also at the same time, you got to have a right balance, because if you're going to be working in a place where there's women there, you don't want to come across as disrespectful to them either. You get what I'm saying? So it's got to be a good balance, because there needs to be lines, there needs to be like boundaries, and then obviously you stay within the boundary, innit? But then for you to be awkward and shy, just for the sake of there are women in my workplace, it's like, come on, man, just.
The advice you can give to these men is, if an awkward man is watching, is, you're causing the other person to feel more awkward because you're acting awkward. So you kind of need to make a decision of maybe perhaps looking for a different place to work.
Bro, this guy's deep, bro.
That's harsh.
No,
actually.
because it's true. Because the truth is if for a religious point of view, if you're doing it for religiously, then you being in that position in the first place, you're allowing yourself to commit sins and everything. So you sort of need to make that decision within yourself that I'm only going to work in workplaces which allow me to be free within myself and I can practice my religion, because or you have to think long term and think, you know, maybe this country isn't for me. Maybe I have to go to a Muslim country and I have to live there if I want to live within Islamic rules.
Even Muslim countries, they're all free
all
now,
similar now.
But I disagree, Hobbs, man. And the reason why I disagree is because if somebody wants to live a certain way, and you know, you got to remember, right, that we live in a world where basically pretty much every big organization will sort of promote sort of equality and, you know, respecting how one chooses to live. So if one person decides, you know what, I want to have a reserved attitude, or, you know, I don't want to sort of mix with the opposite gender or whatever type thing, I think that's, I mean, within reason, I think it should be respected. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, then of course, like if your job involves you communicating in a certain way or whatever type of thing, then yes, I totally agree. You know, maybe that's the wrong career for you. But otherwise, if it's just like social sort of interaction in an office space, for example, and this person just doesn't really get involved with the workplace culture, then I think
that's fine.
I think that's fine.
I think it's more about the fact that if the man, say for example, he's in a team, right? There's mixed genders, you know, everyone's talking to each other, there's a vibe, whatever there is, an atmosphere. The man should state his intention. He should just be like, guys, look, I don't want it to be awkward, or I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable.
Stay early.
Just say the reason why I may be distancing myself is because, you know, in my religion I'm practicing,
and people respect it.
And people will respect that even more. They'll email you instead now.
Let's switch it up now, because at the moment, we've focused on the one aspect of this question. Right. The second aspect is shy. Right. So and obviously we're focused in a workplace. So now let's, for example, talk about people who are trying to get married.
That's probably.
Or trying to find another partner. And if somebody's too shy, how is that supposed to? How you supposed to take it up a notch? Do you know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of this person who's asked the question. I'm just trying to think of all sort of angles. So any thoughts on that?
In a marriage perspective, Bro, I'll be honest, and if you ask most women, being a shy guy is a big turn off for women. And I know that you can ask pretty much all women, most of them will say, it's a turn off for me, 100%. And it's true. It's the truth.
It's the same goes for being overconfident as well. It's all about balance.
Because obviously a woman wants someone that's confident in himself and he's able to carry himself and able to have a conversation and stuff, innit? Because obviously being shy, it kind of shows a bit of a weakness in it, doesn't it?
But I mean, how can a man be shy? I'm just trying to understand, as in, can you think of some scenarios where a man's going to be shy?
Yeah, there's so many. Like, for example, you know, maybe, say, for example, a man who hasn't worked in a workplace where there's other genders, for example.
Yeah.
Right. So now he's at that workplace, and imagine he went to, I don't know, an all-boys school, and you know he hasn't interacted with women. He probably doesn't have sisters or something as well, siblings. So now when he's going into a workplace,
forget workplace, just going for Rishta.
For Rishta. It's gonna be, he would.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, culturally, right, if for example a man is keeping his head down and trying to minimize eye contact, that can also be out of respect.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, no one's saying it's not.
But that can come across as though, you know, the person Sharmila.
No, there's difference, man.
No, man.
Yeah, man.
100%. It's hard to make that judgment on the first call.
In a Rishta scenario, you're gonna have to make eye contact, bro.
No, you do it once and then you look down.
That sounds creepy to me. I wouldn't want to marry. Damn, if someone looked at me like that, I'm like, nah. That's mad.
But nah, like, I get what you're trying to say, but in a conversation,
girls look how shy some girls are. Like, as in when you chat to them, they're just like. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, bro, it's true.
Do that one again,
bro. But you know what I mean, innit? Like, as in shy. I think anyone can be shy.
Yeah.
But it's about, like, for example, once you try doing the ice-breaking sort of question, or, you know, try finding something which is going to be like an icebreaker, And if the person is still shy after that, then yeah, that's a big put off. But I do think everyone should be given a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
100%, 1,000,000%.
Because a lot of people are just naturally shy. It's,
Yeah.
it's within their own nature. It's within their own makeup for them to be shy. But what the point I was making is, if you're shy, I think you need to try and come out of it a little bit. Don't use an excuse and be like, "This is the way I am."
And it's not even that as well. I think if you feel quite shy and you're timid in that sense, you should think about what's the reason of you being shy. Is it because maybe your weight, maybe because your haircut, or this
Could be confidence, isn't it? Self-confidence.
Yeah. So how can you have to find ways of how you can increase your self-confidence, and then then work through that, and then naturally the shyness will eventually go because you're more confident within yourself.
So overall, lads, we don't see much wrong with that, right?
No, not at all.
Spud on it, Polskis.
But yeah, man. Hope that answers the question.
Yes.
Perfect.
Cool.